I'm 87 years old, and I'll be honest with you, I've wasted more time than I care to admit. Time I can never get back. Time I thought I had forever. If I could go back, I'd do so many things differently. But at my age, all I can do is look back and wonder, what if I had asked myself the right questions sooner? I remember the exact moment it hit me. I was sitting on my porch, the winter sun soft on my hands, and my great-granddaughter ran by, laughing, chasing the neighbor's dog. And I realized, I don't even remember the last time I really laughed like that. Not just a polite chuckle. Really laughed. My life had been full, yes, but in all the wrong ways. And that one question, just one simple question, changed how I see everything. Did I love the people I could have? When I was young, I thought life was about proving myself. I wanted respect, money, recognition. I worked jobs I hated because they paid well. I dated people I barely liked because they looked good on my arm. I chased success like a fool, thinking it would fill some emptiness I didn't even understand yet. My father would tell me, "Don't forget who you are, and don't forget those who love you." I nodded, of course, but I didn't listen. I thought he was old-fashioned, that he didn't understand ambition. I was too busy building a resume and a reputation to care about people who actually cared about me. I remember my first serious girlfriend, Sarah. She had the kind of warmth that could fill a room. She was smart, kind, funny, everything I thought I wanted. But I broke up with her because she wasn't ambitious enough. She wanted to take life slow, enjoy the little things. I thought slow meant weak. I chose the next person who looked more like what I imagined success should look like. That was the first mistake I made, and I didn't even realize it at the time. My 20s and 30s were a blur of boardrooms, deadlines, and expensive dinners. I traveled a lot, met influential people, collected things. I told myself it was all for my future, but the truth is, it was just for me. I was selfish. I ignored calls from my mother because I had too much work. I missed my brother's wedding because I had a business trip. My friends drifted away, quietly, without confrontation. And every time I said, "I'll call tomorrow," tomorrow never came. By the time I hit 40, I had everything I thought I wanted. A house, a car, a corner office, and a partner who tolerated my obsession with work. But I was miserable. I didn't even recognize the reflection in the mirror. I looked successful, sure, but I didn't feel alive. I had no real connections, no deep laughter, no warmth in my evenings, just bills, emails, and exhaustion. Then came the cost. I didn't realize how much until the losses piled up. My first wife left me when I was 45. She said I loved my work more than I loved her. I argued. I blamed her. But deep down, I knew she was right. I was always somewhere else mentally, emotionally, physically. I missed birthdays, anniversaries, moments that don't come back. And when she finally walked out the door, I was alone in a house full of furniture and nothing else. I watched my parents grow old from a distance. My father passed without me being there because I was on a very important meeting. My mother lived another 5 years, and I visited only occasionally, always apologizing for being too busy. I should have been there. I should have held her hand, told her I loved her, asked about her day, but I was too focused on my own plans. Now the house is empty, and the rooms echo with what could have been. Loneliness becomes heavier as the years go by. I remarried in my 50s, but that relationship was never deep. We were companions, yes, but not lovers of life. We tolerated each other, talked about bills and vacations more than feelings or fears. When she passed 5 years ago, I realized I had never truly known someone in decades. I had never let myself be vulnerable. I had spent my whole life building walls that kept me out of love. And now, at 87, it feels like I'm running out of walls, and there's no one left to let in. Health is another thief I didn't see coming. I was always fit in my younger days, But I ignored warnings, smoked too much, ate poorly, skipped exercise when I could. I thought I had time. I thought bodies were endless machines. Now, my knees ache when I climb stairs. My heart surprises me with skipped beats, and my memory is like sand slipping through my fingers. Every ache and every forgotten name reminds me of the time I squandered when I was strong enough to enjoy life fully. The thing that really woke me up, though, wasn't a big disaster. It was a quiet moment, one of those ordinary afternoons where nothing happens but everything changes. I was sitting with my great-granddaughter, watching her build a tower of blocks. She looked up at me and said, "Grandpa, will you play with me?" And I realized I didn't know the answer. I wanted to, of course. I wanted to laugh, to be silly, to throw her in the air and make her squeal with joy. But I was tired. Tired from decades of chasing things that didn't matter. Tired from regret. And I saw in her eyes that fleeting curiosity, just like my mother's used to be, like Sarah's used to be, that I had let slip away. And I asked myself that question. Did I love the people I could have? That question haunted me for weeks. I thought about all the birthdays I skipped, all the dinners I missed, all the hands I didn't hold. I thought about the friends I stopped calling, the laughter I ignored, the apologies I never said. And slowly, painfully, I understood. Success, money, recognition, they're nothing if you haven't loved the people around you. The houses and cars are empty shells without someone to share them with. The awards gather dust. The vacations are forgotten. But love, care, presence, those are eternal. And that's the lesson I want to leave with you. One lesson, it's simple. You can chase every ambition in the world, but if you forget to love, to be present, to care, you will grow old with regrets heavier than any achievement. Nothing else compares. So if you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, listen to me. Stop. Slow down. Ask yourself the question I didn't. Am I loving the people I could love? Call your parents, your siblings, your friends. Tell your partner you love them today. Don't wait for the perfect time. Play with your children now, even if you're tired. Listen more than you talk. Laugh more than you work. And never, ever let a day pass without asking yourself if you gave love when you could have. Because one day, the clock runs out, and you can't buy it back. I wish someone had asked me that question decades ago. I wish I had been brave enough to put people before pride, before money, before ambition. I wish I had said, "I love you," more than "I'll call you tomorrow." I wish I had held hands, hugged longer, cried when I needed to, and laughed like my great-granddaughter does. I wish I had lived, truly lived. And now, sitting here, I watch the snow fall outside and realize life is fragile, and time is a thief that doesn't knock before taking. I see the faces I loved and lost, and I feel the weight of the moments I let slip away. I feel the ache of missed opportunities, the quiet pain of words unsaid, the hollowness of empty rooms and untouched hearts. But there's one small comfort. Even at 87, I can still ask myself the question. I can still try, even if it's too late to undo the past. I can still hold my family close, still tell them I love them, still laugh with them, still be present in the moments that remain. And if you hear me now, I hope you do the same. Don't wait. Don't make my mistakes. Love the people you can love right now. Because in the end, when the lights dim and the world quiets, it's not the money, the trophies, or the accolades that matter. It's the people who were there, the hands you held, the love you gave and received. That's the only thing that lasts. That's the only thing worth it. So I leave you with this, my final thought, as I sit here in the fading sun, my body old and tired, but my mind awake with clarity. Ask yourself that question every day and let it guide your life. Did I love the people I could have? And when the answer is yes, even if only sometimes, even if imperfectly, you'll know that you lived. truly lived.